parents do not obey God through me, but they're blameless. So everyone but myself and my parents, okay, has romantic justice wrong. They don't live and practice romantic justice. Let's go over Proverbs 18, the whole thing, okay? I'll go over the first part again and then go over the part I didn't go over, and it proves me right. Before I even remembered that Proverbs 18 included talking about wives, I connected the scriptures to wives. Okay. So Proverbs 18:1. An unfriendly person pursues selfish ends, and against all sound judgment starts quarrels. They're starting quarrels with God because they put their family, their flesh, their customs, their survival needs before God. Right? What's the story of Abraham and Isaac? Okay, is a willingness to sacrifice your child for God. Matthew 10. Jesus said, anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Also, he said that this is my family when he pointed to the people who are obeying God, not the people who are his family by flesh. So, an unfriendly person pursues selfish ends, and against all sound judgments starts quarrels. So they cheat me out of my rightful place, and that's not sound judgment. In 1 Timothy, or it's either 1 or 2 Timothy 1:7, it says God's Spirit, in the Amplified Version, for example, brings sound judgment. So we know the people trying to cheat me out of my right to lead, okay, are starting a quarrel with me and God against all sound judgment. Done. We look at every church, it's done. Everyone else, well, my parents, because they're blameless, done. We know they do not have good judgment immediately. And we know my judgment is king, not my parents. 2, fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. Okay, imagine what people would say. Universal pinpoint and moral precision points to me. Proverbs 16:10 through 12 points to me. Psalm 24, Isaiah 42:13, 1 Samuel 17, David and Goliath. It all points to me, the whole Bible. Who's worthy to open the scene? The Lion of Judah. Not the pussycat, not the nerd, not the priest, the lion. The Lord is a warrior. Not a pussycat, not a nerd, not a craftsman, not a frat guy, not a priest, not a rocker, not a rap star, so on and so forth. A Royal African Falcon, top martial artist warrior that no warrior can beat because of focused moral intensity and universal pinpoint and moral precision. We also know by my inclinations that my father is God and not the devil. People do not, their opinions cannot transcend sound judgment and sound logic in this matter. Or any, really. 3, when wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes reproach. I cannot chastise people enough. You think it's a small matter who governs the world? Okay, it was of the extreme utmost importance that people obey God through me. Then their families would have had love. They would have secured a future where the principles of being a human, the principles of life, the principles of true monotheistic martial arts are intact. True love, true respect, true focus, true heart, etc. True discipline, true maturity, true excellence, a true romantic scale, romantic justice, righteousness, okay, moral soundness, mental soundness, okay, etc. Romantic soundness, and all the other martial art principles. There's quite a few of them, right? Determination, drive, okay, timing, and so on and so forth. 4, the words of the mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a rushing stream, right? You can't move fast enough. In the Lord's hand, the king's heart is a stream of water that he channels to who pleases them. None of you are pleasing God because you're in rebellion against me. And he who rebels against my moral truths, which come from God, which also define the divine order, rebel against God. 5, it is not good to be partial to the wicked and so deprive the innocent of justice. It is not good. It is evil. It is not good to be partial to the wicked and so deprive the innocent of justice. Whether it's human rules, customs, traditions, your job, okay, your race, your family, whatever it is that causes you to favor wicked people, dating especially, because God is the creator, God is love, dating especially, martial arts styles especially, the Lord is the warrior, the Lord is his name, for you to favor other people and to deprive me of justice, that makes you very wicked. And I'm the most righteous person that ever lived and ever could possibly live due to tech breeding and ill-gotten gains, denying me a child I raised myself, and so on and so forth. Okay, so how horrible is it to cheat me on those levels? Again, God is love. 6, the lips of fools bring them strife, and their mouths invite a beating. The lips of fools, their actions, what they say, their body language, invite strife, in their mouths invite envy. For example, a female dressed promiscuously. While I'm being shunned by every attractive woman, they dress like a slut. They put some sway in their hips. They're cocky. They're haughty. They put their nose in the air. Okay? If this was a just society, I'd be the king. I'd say that person right there, why are they dressed like that? Take them to a side and give them 15 lashes. Okay? Because romantic injustice is fucking serious. I would rather you break a dog's neck, a cute puppy's neck, than to practice romantic injustice for a moment. Verse 7. The mouth of fools are their undoing, and their lips are a snare to their very lives. Depending on the degree of romantic injustice, I would order them flogged, imprisoned for life, and executed before they die. Eugenics is a crime against God. Conforming to the world and trying to teach people who would otherwise be righteous to be evil to win the woman over is an extreme, and fanatic crime against God. Verse number 8. The words of gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts, to the very soul. Be careful what you're saying. Think about the profound effects it has. Don't gossip about the righteous and deny them romantic justice. And there's so many other things that gossip causes harm, and we're going to keep going. 9. One who slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. So not only you're supposed to give the innocent justice, you're supposed to scramble to give the innocent justice. If there's one guy doing the right thing on the whole planet, are you supposed to shun him because the masses of the wicked want you to? That is stupid. How many times in Rome were Christians in popular culture outnumbered and lynched and killed? God expected them to do just that. To stand firm. Matthew 10. You'll be hated by everyone because of me. The one who stands firm to the end will be saved. In Revelation, they said that people started worshiping demons and Satan leads the whole world astray, and so on and so forth. Verse 10. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe where it matters most. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a warrior. The Lord is his name. So the Lord is a warrior. The Lord is his name. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Now what do you people do? Don't you hide behind the rich? Don't you hide behind social norms? Don't you hide behind technologies and guns and so on and so forth in a way that is nonsensical, not understandable? Okay? See what it says in verse 11. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall too high to scale. How stupid is that? The parable of the rich fool proves them wrong. The rise and foolish builder, every one of the parables proves them wrong. The whole Bible proves them wrong. It's foolish to be about your money and not about serving God first and foremost, even if it is going to immediately make you broke. Remember, Proverbs 16:12, kings detest wrongdoing, for a throne is established through righteousness. 12, before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. Before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility, humbling yourself to accept your position in the divine order, comes before true honor. Not honor is reputation. Honor is a high moral standard, the highest moral standard. Honoring God, honoring yourself, living in a state of true honor. Everyone could think I'm a scoundrel, but as long as I serve God to a T, I have true honor. 13. The answer before listening, that is folly and shame. Reminds me of this Akon song where he says, you never took the time to know me. You never took the time to understand. Loving you is all I ever had. Women answering me with their folly and shame, instead of saying yes and hearing me out and seeing that I'm right and there's no other path but to obey God through me, is folly and shame. It's one application of that saying. 14. The human spirit can endure in sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? Another part of the Bible says heartache crushes the spirit. Do you want the King of Kings to have a broken heart when every woman should naturally admire me and irresistibly be in love with me who's not in my family? To love me is to love God. And a virtuous love, a virtuous marriage, one woman. A planet of 8 billion people. Was one attractive woman that I deem fit too much to ask? Apparently, with these selfish fools who imagine that their rich, fortified city is a wall too high to scale, apparently it was. Verse 15. The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge of God, for the ears of the wise seek it out. The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. 16. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. It's like saying, may I have this dance? And she gives you a gift in a sense of her hand with some kind of glove on and has a dance in popular culture. The hand in marriage. Should the right hand of God have trouble getting a woman to accept, to give him her hand in marriage? I'm at God's right hand. How much more when my flesh passes away? They should want to pass away there with me and not choose the scoundrels of this world who've caused over 9 million people to starve to death a year, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of children get molested all over the world, okay, and all the other horrible things that happen, murder, starvation, exploitation, theft, mass drugging, lying, and so on and so forth, idolatry, and so on and so forth. Okay. A gift, okay, and also a gift opens the way and ushers, right? Ushers, an R&B singer, ushers the giver into the presence of the great. 17. In a lawsuit, the first to speak, obviously I'm not saying usher is right about everything or something, you know what I'm saying, but the point is it refers to love and what R&B superimposes Illuminati and kind of, what would you might call it, illusion. Illuminati or not, governing class, illusion, cult kind of thinking, pagan thinking, Greek college fraternity thinking on true love, right? They superimpose erotic desire on true love. Anyway, in a lawsuit, the first to speak seems right until someone someone comes forward and cross-examines, until someone, the superior application is the sum total of one, the alpha, 1A, meaning alpha, cross-examines. I've proven definitively that I'm the Son of God, that I am in the Father is in me. I'm the last possible person who could possibly be the Son of God, and I fulfill every requirement to a T. 18. Casting the lot settles disputes and keeps strong opponents apart. 19. A brother wronged is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. So one who's slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. And a brother wronged is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of city. Should you be slack in your work upholding the demonic state and let it be destroyed for its corruption and its evil and its crimes against humanity and God? Even the word state is a play on words for at set, who is the Egyptian equivalent of Baal. And Zeus is his Roman equivalent, and it symbolizes the governing class families. That's part of their gene expression and their philosophical systems. Okay, where were we here? So one is slack in his work, his brother to one who destroys. A brother wronged is more yielding more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gate of a citadel. So it's more unyielding. So I've been wronged on such a profound level, and when I die, I will be eternally unyielding of entering the gates of the heaven and letting you stop your suffering. So people are going to suffer forever because you wronged me on such a profound level. You believed that your lives were so important that you should live them and cheat me, okay? And you believed that the afterlife wasn't real, or else you wouldn't dream of doing that, would you? If you believe that there was an afterlife and God is going to judge you for sure, would you give up eternity for a short life? Especially when you can fucking masterfully move and get yourself killed doing the right thing early on, then go to eternal heaven? No. So you believe this was your eternity. This was your one life. This is the closest thing to forever for you. And you decided to cheat me out of my right to lead. So you're going to be denied heaven forever. You're going to be suffering forever. And you cost me a lot of suffering as a result as well. Anyway, 20. From the fruit of their mouths, a person's stomach is filled. With the harvest of their lips, they are satisfied. From the fruit of their mouth, right? From the effect of their actions and their words, okay? One is spiritually fulfilled, right? Their stomach is filled. That's what they're getting at. With the harvest of their lips, they are satisfied. With the harvest of their action-based communication, including what they say and why. Okay? Did you say it because you were covertly drugged and provoked and you catch your mistake later? Or are you saying it and that's your life fucking work and you're going to keep